The KZ3 was a pair of earphones from a Chinese company designed to be cheap and really value for money that I unboxed a few months back. And then it just blew up. The video was really popular, not crazy viral, but it got quite a number of views and quite a number of hits. So I thought I would do a full-on review now that I've used it for a couple of months. So without further ado, let's jump straight in. First things first, the design. It's stunning, it's beautiful. I've said it before and I'm going to say it again. KZ rips off custom earphones, $1,000 earphone designs, and then puts them into cheap earphones, making these super beautiful, super premium looking earphones for a very, very low price. And these are no different. The KZ ZS3s are based on some custom earphone and they look awesome. It's got this piano black, shiny plastic exterior, and it's good plastic too. It's not cheapo, flaky, kind of filmy plastic. It's actually well built, and the kit's got a nice detachable cable, which is, although proprietary, still really cheap to replace. And it's in general just a very well built earphone that looks nice. It's got all these kind of angles and curves and everything. It's pretty exciting to look at. The cable as well is, it's nothing crazy. This cable, it's simple. It's just a standard cable, rubber cable, no braiding, nothing. Terminates in a right angle 3.5mm gold plated connector, and that's about it. And it's also replaceable, so if you want to, you could. Comfort wise, it's an excellent earphone. It's over-ear design, so it sticks in your ear and the cable routes behind your ear, and that's pretty common, pretty standard. I think a lot more and more people are getting used to this idea of putting an earphone cable behind the ears. It used to be quite rare last time, but it's much more common now. And it comes with a variety of ear tip sizes so that you can get the right one for your size. And once you get it just right, it's really, really nice and comfortable. However, if you want to lie on your side, the earphones do stick out a little, so it does get a bit of annoying if you are lying down with your earphones, which you may want to do. I don't do that personally, but if you do want to sleep with your earphones, these are not that suggested. Comfort wise, when they're in your ears, perfectly fine. About sound, because that's really the key attraction of any earphone, let's be honest. And sound, well, the sound from these earphones, what else can I say except from the fact that it's really good, especially for its price. So the KZ ZS3 definitely punches above its weight when it comes to sound. It's good quality, it's clear, it's got good separation, it's really well defined, well, very refined sounding accuracy, it's got details, it's clear, it's sharp, and it just sounds in general really nice. And for the price, it is like 10 to 15 US dollars. The amount of detail you get is just kind of unbeatable at this price, except for maybe the legendary VE Monks, but I'll review that in another video. But let's put our focus back on these KZ ZS3s. They're really good for 10 to 15 US dollars in a single dynamic driver earphone. They're so cheap, they sound just brilliant. Soundstage wise, it's nothing crazy. It's pretty narrow actually. It's not that satisfying, but it still gives pretty awesome positional audio. It still does it pretty well. There's not a lot of crossfade, and in general, the positional audio, the stereo feeling, its surround sound, it's there. It's not amazing, but it's there. So if you want to game with it, actually, it's still entirely possible. Another thing, of course, is the sound signature. But yeah, the sound signature, it's actually a really fun one. So if you listen to a lot of pop, a lot of rap, EDM, this is the kind of sound signature you probably would like. A lot of bass in here, punchy, strong bass. It's just fun. It's just powerful. It's like having a subwoofer in your ears. Although it's a tad bit boomy and the mid bass is a bit too much for me, I think someone who listens to a lot of rap will feel very energetic and pumped when they're listening to that kind of music on these earphones. So yeah, definitely nice sound signature for that. The mids are also really good. They're warm, they're whole, they're really rich, they're really deep, especially the lower mids. But the higher mids and the treble, they're tad lacking. Not as impressive as the low end, but there's give and take for everything. And there's still good kind of separation. There's a tad bit of sibilance, which is kind of annoying, but the treble is still fine. It's still refined, it's still acceptable, and I'm not a fan of too much treble anyway, so it's fine for me. What I'm a fan of is a lot of mids, and this doesn't have that. In general, if you're listening to EDM or pop or rap, you're gonna have a lot of fun with these earphones, I can assure you. And everyone's gonna think that those earphones cost a lot, when in reality they're really cheap. And that's really the kind of main motto for these earphones, the main vibe of these earphones. Cheap but unbelievable quality. You can't really discern the price from what you get from these earphones. And I think at the end of the day, these earphones everyone should get something like this. The KZ ZS3, ZS4, ZS5, ZST, ATE. They make a whole variety of models. KZ, And I think everyone at the end of the day should get these earphones, because they tell you how much extra you're getting when you pay like a few $100 for your earphones. They really are all that you need. Nothing more, nothing less. They sound good, they look good, they feel good, and maybe they're not brilliant, they're not excellent. That you can't hear God with these if God existed. But they really do everything you want them to, and for the price you pay, they're really unbeatable. So yeah, that's my conclusion. Should you get these? Yes, you should, if it fits your sound signature tastes. If it doesn't, maybe get another model or another brand's cheap Chinese IEMs. But if you like the sound signature I described, get some of these. They don't cost too much. Try them out, have a little fun, and try not to get addicted to cheap Chinese IEMs, because that's kind of a thing. I'm going to review the ZS3, so stay subscribed for that. And if you liked or found it enjoyable, or found the video helpful, definitely like and subscribe. That would be really appreciated. And if you want to and have more time, watch another video linked on the screen. That'd be awesome as well. Thank you guys all for watching. Goodbye.